Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday night. It's just about 9:30 here. Tomorrow is our Canadian Thanksgiving, and I'm just making a dessert here, so I thought I would get out my camera. It's been a little while since I've made this dessert. It's called a pumpkin mallow dessert, and it's really, really good. I usually make it every Thanksgiving, but I don't think I made it last Thanksgiving, so it's been probably a year or two since I made it. So I had to look at the recipe, and I was trying to figure out if I normally double this, but I think I already wrote the recipe out, so it was doubled. Anyway, in my pot here I have 30 marshmallows and 1 can of pumpkin. It's not like pumpkin pie filling. It is just like the regular, just 100% pure pumpkin. So I'm going to cook this on the stove until my marshmallows are melted. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of pumpkin pie seasoning. And then we're going to let this cool. And then we're going to fold in 1 cup of Cool Whip. We're going to put it over a graham cracker crust. Graham cracker crust. And it's a really simple dessert. You don't have to bake it. You just have to chill it in the fridge. So that's why I'm making it the night before. But it's so good. It's always a big hit when I make it at Thanksgiving. So I thought I would share it with you guys. So I'll let my marshmallows melt here, and then I'll be back. I will try my hardest to remember to put the recipe in the description box below. But here's the recipe here, just in case I do forget, if you want to write it out or take a screenshot. I have on there to use parchment paper because I do remember that the bottom of this dessert has stuck to the pan, so I'm definitely going to use parchment paper. So I took my mixture off of the heat. It says to let this cool for 1 hour. I'm not sure if I'm going to let mine cool for that whole time or not, but I did throw a few extra marshmallows in there, and I'm just letting it sit there. I figure the rest of the marshmallows will melt just in the hot mixture there. And then I did add a heaping teaspoonful of pumpkin pie spice. So now in this bowl, I'm going to do 1 cup of graham cracker crumbs, 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, and then we're going to do 1/3 cup of melted butter. Alright, I just took my butter out of the microwave. Oh, the perfect amount. Melted just enough. So we're going to press this in the bottom of our 9x13 pan, but we're also going to save a little bit to sprinkle on the top of our dessert. I think I'm actually just going to use my hands. I have my 9x13 pan. I sprayed some cooking spray in there. I always feel like this is not going to be enough. Like the crust is going to be really thin. Okay, this does not seem like it's going to be enough, so I'm thinking I'm going to mix up another, I'm going to mix up that bottom again, another cup of graham cracker crumbs, the butter, and the brown sugar, because I feel like that is just going to be way too thin of a crust. So this will work out better because then I'll have more to add to the top. I don't think it helped either that my graham crackers were in the freezer. A little bit of time has passed, and oh, this is still a bit frozen, but we're supposed to add a cup of Cool Whip into this mixture. All right, my Cool Whip is all in my pumpkin mixture, and we're just gonna pour this over our graham cracker bottom. All right, we're gonna let that, I'm gonna stick that in the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow I will top it with this little bit of crust that I have. I'll sprinkle that on top, and then we'll serve it with some Cool Whip. I will try and remember to show the finished product tomorrow. We're actually going to Dave's sister's for Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow, so I won't show serving up the dessert, but I will try and show the finished product tomorrow. But we're going to let this sit in the fridge overnight and let this kind of just settle and kind of thicken up a little bit.
Open up the window, I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold when the autumn leaves are playing chase. It puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September.
Well, it is the next day here now. Yesterday was our Canadian Thanksgiving. It's currently Tuesday here. The last thing I filmed, I think, was our drive yesterday. We had Thanksgiving dinner at Dave's sister's house. The pumpkin mallow dessert was really good. I didn't get to film any more of it. We were just kind of in a rush leaving. But I did top it with some Cool Whip, and then I used the extra graham crackers that were left from the crust, and I sprinkled that on top. Everybody seemed to really enjoy it. We had a really nice Thanksgiving, a really nice turkey dinner with family. Anyway, it's Tuesday here now. I'm just getting started on making some muffins. I made these muffins last week and the kids really enjoyed them. It's a recipe that I actually saw somebody make on YouTube. So I took a screenshot of the recipe and I'm making them again. They're supposed to be like a healthy chocolate muffin. They have spinach and carrots in them. They're supposed to have zucchini in them as well, but I didn't have any zucchini. In my blender here, I have, it calls for a cup of spinach, a cup of carrots, and some zucchini. I didn't have any zucchini, so I just put in some extra grated carrot, 2 eggs, some oil, some milk, vanilla, and it also called for honey, but I didn't have any, so I had to use sugar. But I'm going to get my dry ingredients mixed up and then add the wet to the dry, and they make a nice muffin. The kids, if I didn't tell them that there were vegetables in them, I don't think they would have known. For our dry ingredients, it calls for 1.25 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/3 cup of cocoa powder or cocoa, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, Oh, there's also a banana in here. I forgot to mention. I can smell it. That's what made me think of it. But I will put the recipe in the description box below. But it's just a nice, like, healthier muffin. Get some extra veggies in there when you can. I'm just getting ready to head out and pick up the kids. Dave is home today. We're actually headed to his grandfather's funeral. His grandfather passed away, so we have the wake today and then the funeral tomorrow. So he took today and tomorrow off. So we're gonna go and I think get a coffee and just go for a quick little drive before we pick the kids up at school. I put on some pork chops for supper. I just put them in the oven with some cream and mushroom soup and some garlic powder, onion powder. I put an onion in there and I think that was about it. Anyway, and we'll have that with some rice. Our supper is all ready to go here. So I just did pork chops and I just put some onion in there. I seasoned them with some pepper, some garlic, and some onion powder. And then I just put some cream and mushroom soup over top. I did add a little bit of milk to my cream and mushroom soup. I used 2 cans because we like to have lots of sauce to go over our rice. And then I was trying to be fast with the vegetable, and these frozen veggies were upstairs. So I just added some butter and salt and pepper to those. And then we're also just having it with rice. So that is going to be our supper for tonight. I'm going to get some plates up. Well, I'm gonna end today's video here. We just finished supper. Emily is still back there working on hers. I think Ben is too. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. I feel like this video is a little bit shorter than usual, but I will try and remember to put the recipes for the things that I made in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon.